Oh, look at the color, man. That shit's yellow. We're actually not getting out of the hood with this one. We got our incest here. We're gonna start burning on some steaks. I got the finest manager special steaks for this. How many's in here? 4 steaks, eye of round, for $6.70. That's how you know it's quality. Okay, so here's what I want to ask you. Do we want to do this like when we did cigarette smoke steaks, where we just smack it with all of them? So we have one steak that we let run a little, and then one a little bit longer. Like, we start with all, and then we take them away so we have various degrees. Or, because these are distinct flavors, do we just let the flavor... Do we separate by flavor? I would do individual flavors. Let's do individual flavors, but also have one that stays in the container through all of them. So we have, like, the grab bag, like, the jungle juice at the end. One of the big issues that we had previously with the cigarette one is that you have to have all these filters for the smoke to go through to clean it up, basically, because I was sucking through a vacuum pump. But today, we don't need to suck the smoke through a vacuum pump, because incense doesn't need to be drawn through. My idea is that we're gonna have a chamber where the incense burns with an air inlet on the bottom and an air outlet on the top. I'm gonna blow air into the inlet, either with compressed air or I'll, like, just blow. And then that will pump that air into a second chamber containing the steak. That's my idea. Don't use citronella, it is actual poison. I think maybe you're just saying that to scare me. Let's see what we can do to make the chambers. We gotta get a little arts and crafty to, like, get our initial chambers up, okay? I have this acrylic tube. This is leftover from the Jerkin' It generator. I think what we do, we stick an incense stick in here, cap one end, and have an air hole in, and then have the air outlet on the other end. And it's gonna look pretty awesome, I think. See? I think we can make the end caps out of cardboard and tape. Another fine piece of stream construction for sure. Have you packed a hollow incense yet? Oh yeah, I need to get the ultra rare hollow incense. If I pull one of those... That's it, we can retire. Alright, here we go. You can stick the incense in. Here, you can see the smoke pipe here. And then we need we need this hole to be capable of ramming in an incense stick. Alright, maybe it's not that big yet. Because I want to have to take the whole thing apart every time I want to cram an incense in it. You light it, you shove it in like that, and then on this end, we need a hose coming out. Here, I'm adding some metal to the bottom, because I'm thinking, when I shove an incest in here, it's gonna sag and touch the bottom of the tube, and I don't want it to just melt a hole in it, you know? So I'm gonna... I'll make like an ashtray here. Alright, time to abuse these air fittings yet again. Yet again, I am, this one has, like, tar in it. Alright, hang on. We're getting our professional setup here. Some of you guys may say it's a cardboard piece of shit. But to you, I say, fuck you. This is a cardboard professional piece of shit. Alright, let me get the meat container real fast. Oh, actually, we don't necessarily need to use that. I could use that big, tall plastic one. I can use this. I can use the rice cooker. If I use the rice cooker, it already has this little hole that I can use to feed the tube into. I think I'm gonna have to resize this because I have this part sticking out, but it should be the other one. Dude, that actually fits perfect. That's divine. This fitting, as clean as it is, gonna be the vessel that we use to cook the meat. Or smoke the meat, sorry. We're not cooking, we're smoking. We're gonna cook the meat at the end. I don't think it'll take that long to smoke all this. Alright. Oh, all I have to do is flip this over. And boom, now I have a little locking piece on here. Let's see how good this works. Let's get a steak in here. Let's put it on some foil as well. And the reason why is we can make a little loose foil pad in the bottom that the steak can sit on, and in doing so, it can get a little coating on the bottom as well. All right. How's this arrangement for a smoke emitter? It's tasty eye of round, the finest cut of steak possible. Put them in there. Put our hose down here in the bottom. And then finally, let's get them going. Literally just hotbox the dome. That's what I'm doing. I'm realizing now, I built this little like incense tube. And it's kinda, I didn't realize this when I built it, but it is kinda just for theatrics, because like, we could totally just put the incense in the dome with the rest of the meat. All right. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The hole isn't wide enough for me to pull this out. Are you fucking kidding me? I shucked the end off the incense? Are you fucking serious, dude? All right, well, let's try a different one then. This is Zin, right? Oh yeah, that smells strong. I forgot about that. All right, stick it in here. And then hit him with the... Dude, I need like compressed air on this. It went out? Bitch, it better not have. Why would it go out? Did not have enough airflow? Hang on, I should probably use compressed air so that I'm not exhaling CO2 into the chamber. I just realized I might be like fucking it up by doing that. 1 second. Alright. Not overkill at all? Nah. No overkill to be seen. Wait, what? It's clogged. Just give it a minute. It has to go like all the way. It was completely... There we go. Finally. All right, hang on. And then does this help it? Okay, now we're getting some smoke. All right, hang on. It blasted backward. It blasted it backwards out the hole. Okay, I think I'm seeing a problem. Make this hole bigger, but give me a flap of tape that I can cover so it doesn't backwash into my face when I blast it with air. Negative pressure issues? I don't think it's negative pressure. I think it's the fact that, like, I'm doing it wrong. Then cover this up. Then maybe hit it with the old... Dog, this ain't working. What am I supposed to do? Why is this not working right? My mechanism is flawed. It literally goes out completely when you put it in here. Hang on. There's smoke in there, but it's not an... You know what? Fuck this. We tried to get too experimental, okay? Fuck this. We tried to get too experimental. This was the problem, okay? What we need is just... feed air into the bottom of this, put the meat on some kind of rack in the center, and then put the incense on the bottom and just blast it. All right, hang on. We're going back to caveman tech. Give me more foil. It's about to smell like an art hose bedroom in here. There we go. And then like, maybe like that. And do this. And then put some air through this. This ain't fucking working, dog. All right, well, this is looking Ow! Fuck! Ow! Fuck! That was one of the hot ones, it looks like. All right, well, it's smoking now. We need to, like, cut them in half. They don't fit in the pot. I don't know what kind of negative chi I'm achieving for doing that, but I'm sure it's not good. It's a lot harder to keep these lit than I expected, I'll be honest. I'm not feeling very relaxed at all. I want a refund. Oh, that does get the smoke going, though. All right. Ash all over. I feel like I got the tip of my finger burned when I was messing with incense before. The incest always gets me, bro. Why does it do that? Oh, also, that's nice and smoky now. Look how dense it is in there. You should add a bald spot on your avatar. That'd be funny, actually. Holy shit. I think we're... Alright. I'm not saying the steak is gray. I would never imply that about our delicious steak that we're brewing up, but, like, look at the color of the meat. Oh, wow. It's like a incense bomb. Looking a little off color, for sure. Let's see. I need to get a, let me go get a Ziploc real fast. Ew, it has like ash all over it. Label it? Yeah, I will. Give me a second. I'm fixing my aluminum foil thing. The little, like, cutter is coming up, and it keeps shredding the foil before it comes off the spool. I'm gonna coat the bottom of this pan in foil to help alleviate the pain of people who keep telling me it's gonna ruin the pan. Even though this is the pan from a rice cooker that I bought for another stream for $12. Ayurveda. We're gonna burn this shit like embers. We need the steak on, like, standby, because once I blow this out, it's going to absolutely blast smoke into the atmosphere. It's melting the foil. Man, I wonder why I'm always getting burnt doing this shit. Should we set a timer for each incest flavor by burning the full stick? Doesn't mean much as long as it's fully immersed? I mean, yeah, that's true. That's why I wasn't too worried about the other one, even though not all the sticks burn. I'm more concerned about it being like this in the tin. Incest? Yeah, the incense. Love the smell of incest in the morning. Namaste, my brothers. I think it's time to relight the incest. I'm not getting trapped by that again. Yeah. Ooh, those grill marks. Excellent. Alright, hang on a second. Did we hit him with the air burst? Ooh, that smells. Hang on a second. I'm getting my gemstones. We got aligned chakras. I got so many jewels. More rocks, more magic. We need these chakras aligned. Hippie business be like, I need your chakras turned in by noon tomorrow. I think the steak is done. I think it's smoked its last. I also think the extra chakra infusion provided by the crystal circle is gonna be doing some... Holy shit, the color difference. Look at the color difference between this one and this one, dude. This shit is... It's not even cooked. It's just gray. All right, hang on. Oh, shit, the cardboard. Yeah, that's good enough. Good news, it's smoking excellently. Yeah, this one will have a little bit of a pre-sear on it. Why is the smoke, like, yellow? Must be a different incense. This shit looked cooked as hell. Bro, ask if the steak was cooked. Like, yeah, bro, it's cooked as hell. That is, like, green. Why is it that color? Dog, this steak is green. Look at the color compared to the normal one, man. That shit is green. All right, we get another fresh steak out. The steak's already looking like a little bit stank is not helping the situation. All right, there we go. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Namaste. Why did I not think of that? That was from memory? Yeah, I didn't look it up if that's what you're wondering. All right, hang on. I think this guy's ready. Ew, the coloration. It's not, the color is not as bad as some of the other ones where they look green or yellow, but the meat smells worse. Oh, man. Describe the smell. It smells mildly of cigarette. I'm gonna run up and get the burner and also take a giga piss. I'll be back in like 1 minute. All right, we've moved on from using the electric stovetop that can blow the breaker. Oh no, it's not a good sign when the lid is this yellow. We've moved on from using that. We are no longer using the electric stovetop. We are now using portable gas stove. The same one that everyone who does like a cooking stream at their desk uses. When you put the gas cylinder in and you lock it, you'll notice that it blocks it so you can't put it away with the gas cylinder in it. Is he cooking at a trailer? I'm not cooking at a trailer. There's something stuck to this pan. That'll be fine. Extra seasoning. Here on. First, we're gonna cook up our control steak, and then we'll do our other ones in sequence. Get a chainmail scrub? I have one, but I don't have it down here in the basement. Now, if you're wondering why is there a brown spot on this, I just want to remind you, the steak was on Manager Special. Which is why I was able to get a lot of it for really cheap, because that means the store was going to throw it away. Look at the color comparison to all of our smoke steaks. This one's not so bad, but like, dog, some of these are like really yellow. This is beef, so we should probably aim for like a medium rare instead of going for this well done bullshit. Pan needs more oil, bro. Listen, man, you're not at work anymore. You ain't got a backseat. Chef McGee in the comments starts going, actually, you're doing this in a suboptimal way. You should actually be doing this and this and this. As like, dog, it's fine. All right, let's try our control steak. Oh, baby, that shit bleeding. Oh, you didn't rest the steak. Dog. It's a literal $1 steak. For a $1 steak, not bad, man. It's what I'd expect. All right, let's see, let's do the Ayurveda. And then at the same time, let's do the Rosewood, which already has some nice sear lines on it from where we accidentally dropped it directly on the incense sticks. Rose Ayurveda, or Ayurveda, however fuck you say it, I don't care. I'm gonna have one more bite of the good steak so I can remember the good times before we did the other steaks. It might be that these impart hardly any flavor. I do not know. Alright, this is the Ayurveda. We got a good sear on there. Good shit for sure. Let's get a slice of this guy. Alright. Nice, got a little medium on there. All right, here we go. Bon appetit. Oh, mama. Oh, mama, this is gonna suck. All right, that has a, it's almost pleasant at first. At first, it's like, huh. But then that's quickly run through when you get hit with the bitter flavor of whatever the fuck the incense is made of. Hang on, I'll taste it one more time just for you. Hang on, let me get the flavor notes for you. Ugh. My tongue feels like it needs to be pressure washed. The best way to describe it is that it tastes exactly like how it smells, plus a massive amount of bitterness. Like, just, it's so bitter. Let's try the, this is the rose. This is rosewood incense. Ooh, we got some lines. Go ahead and, if you can see those. Those are the sear marks from the incense sticks, that it fell on top of accidentally when we were making the... We were getting the steak smoked. Excellent. Let's, I'm sure this one will be much better. Smell. Smells like a wood fire. The other one smells more like incense. This one smells more like firewood. Ugh. All right. That tastes like you licked the incense. You dropped an incense stick in like a cigarette ashtray, and then you licked it. And if you had to assign a flavor in your brain to what that would taste like, it tastes like this steak. Then the other. Wow, these steaks are juicing a lot. This one's still good. We'll leave him there. All right, hang on a second. Lick the plate. I'm not licking the damn plate. We have 3 left. Holy shit. Let's do Tulsa last, because that was the last one we did. We'll just go in linear order. How about the Swaso Shisawa Chikara? Let's try that one out. Let's try that one on. Oh, that smells so much worse. The rose one smelled like firewood. It smelled like it could be good. And at the beginning of the flavor, it tasted okay. But then you got hit with that bitterness and the strong, like, incense flavor. All right, let's also put the black crystal on. That's so strong. These smell so much stronger, and I don't know if it's because we got better at smoking them, or if it's because these are just stronger incenses. I do not know. Oh, look at the fucking color, man. That shit is yellow. We're actually not getting out of the hood with this one. That shit is gonna be disgusting, and you know it. Congrats, you gave a steak smoker's lung. Not the first time. All right, let's give it a shot. And also, while we're at it, this looks horrendous. This is the worst looking one so far. Look at the color compared to the other cooked steak. It's like literally, it's like bleeding yellow. Yellow-green ooze. All right. That smells like an ashtray. All right, let's try that out. Bottoms up. Oh, that one is as bad as the cigarette ones. Holy shit. Holy shit. Get that off the plate. That is gonna taint the other. Ah, no, the control. I was gonna eat him. It's gonna taint the other ones, man. Get him off. Get him off the plate. Good lord, that's horrible. That's actually fucking awful. If you're wanting like flavor notes, it literally tastes like the cigarette one, where you taste it and it's like an immediate like burst of the most bitter flavor you can imagine. Except unlike the cigarette ones, instead of just tasting like ashtray, this one tastes like ashtray with like artificial flavor. All right, this one, it's not as yellow, but you can tell by looking at it. And once again, compared to the control, it's a lot more yellowy looking than the control. All right, bottoms up, boys. Holy shit, that one's worse. Oh, wow, that's bad. Why the fuck is that one so bad? It's so strong. Once again, it tastes like a cigarette steak, but with like a undertone of like the incense flavor. This is just like, it's so horrid. That could never be good. Get that out of here. There's no, yeah, the good thing is I doubt we're gonna end on the worst one because there's no way, this last one doesn't look nearly as bad as the others. That one might, I don't know. The only difference is the flavor, I would say, is even worse than the cigarettes. But I don't think it's as horribly bitter as the cigarette steak. Like the cigarette steak was like insanely bitter. And you could do like this and like shim it under a steak or oh no, that looks nasty. Dog, I don't know, man. There's a green I'm scraping it. Get that fucking evil out. Oh no, it's coming out of the meat, dog. That's not, I thought it was just because it was in the skillet or something. It's definitely coming out of the meat. Why is it so green? That's nasty, man. All right, well, maybe we're not ending on as easy of one as I was hoping to. Dude. The things I do for you. The things I do for you people. All right. Bottoms up. That's as bad as the last one. Wow. Hey, I need to sit down for a second. Yeah. That's something all right. Is it worse than the previous one? No. I think it's about on par with the previous one. It's just that this one hit the gag reflex a little harder than I would have liked it to. Oh no, I'm hiccuping now. Fuck. Guys, I got some steaks. Are any of y'all hungry? Dibs on this one. Fuck, I'm hiccuping now. First I have to like concentrate to not throw up, and now I'm... All right. I think we've reached inner peace. So we can, Oh, my nose is running.